The Reiner family tragedy, the chilling prelude. The quiet, high-end neighborhood of Brentwood is no stranger to fame, but recently, it became the epicenter of a horrific crime that has left Hollywood in a state of disbelief. The Reiner estate, belonging to legendary filmmaker Rob Reiner and his wife Michele, was transformed from a sanctuary of cinema royalty into a grisly crime scene. What makes the story even more disturbing is the security footage captured just hours before the tragedy. In it, Nick Reiner, the son of Rob and Michele, is seen walking with an eerie, haunting calmness. This stoic walk was a silent prelude to a storm of violence that no one saw coming. The breaking point, Conan O'Brien's party. The fuse for this tragedy was reportedly lit earlier that evening at a star-studded Christmas party hosted by Conan O'Brien. While the elite of Hollywood celebrated, witnesses noticed something deeply wrong with Nick Reiner. He wasn't just acting like the quiet son of a legend. He was erratic and confrontational. He reportedly approached guests with invasive, bizarre questions, creating an atmosphere of extreme discomfort. Rob and Michele were seen whispering in corners, their faces etched with worry, realizing that their son was spiraling once again. The fatal confrontation. The tension reached a boiling point during the car ride home. Nick allegedly felt cornered and ganged up on, accused his parents of conspiring against him and judging his every move. When they reached the Brentwood estate, the argument didn't end. It escalated into something far more sinister, because there were no signs of forced entry, and Nick held keys to the property. Investigators quickly realized the threat came from within. The home that was meant to be a safe haven became the site of an unspeakable act of rage. Forensic revelations and deep-seated rage. Forensic experts, including the renowned Joseph Scott Morgan, analyzed the crime scene and discovered details that were nothing short of nightmarish. The sheer brutality and the repetitive nature of the injuries suggested overkill, a forensic term indicating a deep, personal hatred and long-suppressed resentment. This wasn't a robbery gone wrong. It was a targeted, emotional explosion. Experts believe this was a tragic climax of Nick's decades-long battle with mental health and substance abuse, a struggle that began when he was just 15 years old, a life of struggle and support. Despite the horror of the event, it is important to note that Rob and Michele Reiner were not distant parents. Over the years, they had spent a fortune on rehabilitation centers, therapy, and personal support, desperately trying to save their son from his demons. They had publicly advocated for mental health awareness, sharing their own family's pain to help others. However, despite their best efforts and the best resources money could buy, the family dynamic remained fractured, ultimately leading to this final, dark chapter. The legal storm and the $200 million question. Following the incident, Nick was tracked down to a hotel in Santa Monica, where he surrendered to authorities without resistance. The legal battle that follows is set to be one of the most complex in Hollywood history. Nick has hired Alan Jackson, one of the most formidable defense attorneys in the country. Now, a massive legal controversy surrounds the Reiner family's $200 million estate. While California's Slayer statute prevents a murderer from inheriting their victim's wealth, a fierce debate has emerged. Can Nick use the various state funds he is accused of creating to pay for his multi-million-dollar legal defense? As the world watches, this case remains a tragic reminder that even the most prestigious families can be torn apart by the shadows of addiction and mental illness.